Okay, good evening, everyone. Since Monday till Friday, we had been talking about several topics that are randomly selected from WhatsApp. However, on this 28th of October 2025, we are going to change our schedule into answering interview questions because these are widely required to appear for interviews like SSB, UPSC, and other private companies. I think these three questions will be very interesting to all the audience. So before we are answering these questions, I would like to mention that it's all about common sense. There is no accuracy. It's all about your personality, growth, on how you can manage to provide good responses to the questions that will be asked from the interviews. I thank panels for being very participative, restricting themselves from fulfilling the desire of their parents, desire of their family, but they have a good time spending here with us. So we thank the panels for giving us the opportunity to conduct this interview. So I'll be answering all these three questions. Let's go with the first question. Tell me about a time you face a major setbacks. How did you handle it and what did you learn? I'll repeat it again. Tell me about a time you faced a major setback. How did you manage to handle it and what did you learn? Till today, we have heard COVID, which was instigated at the end of the year 2019. That time I was in 11th grade. Due to the pandemic, we were not able to have classes. That became the major setback of mine. Because the challenges is, we are not allowed to sit inside the classroom and have discussions, lectures with the teachers. We have been separated from the teachers. It is in our hands that we'd like to learn the topic or not. Battling with maths concepts, physics concepts are really tough. But that setback became my strength. How did I build it? I started depending on YouTube videos, understanding the actual concept from the very experienced persons available on YouTube channel. Through their lectures, I began to understand and finally I got first position in class 12 board exams. That became a big accomplishment in my life. And what did I learn from this experience is, despite the circumstances, as long as we stick to the burning desire in fulfilling what we wanted, there is no boundary we can go beyond. People may set boundary, but there is no unbreakable boundaries existing in this world. Trust yourself, be prepared, enjoy embracing problems in life. Thank you. Next question. Describe a situation where you had to work with a difficult teammate. How did you manage the conflict? I had experience about working with teammates back in college 2023 to 24. That time, colleagues were not in aligned with my perception. While I was preferring teamwork, they did not cooperate with me. Dealing with them was really tough. However, I learned to contact them privately. Because when I do these things in public, like when we are all together, if I say something which can be a problem to rest of my teammates, when they refuse my ideas together, I'm helpless. Therefore, I cooperate my team, I protect my teammate by placing them, by explaining them the core concepts of the importance on what we are going to achieve. So I talk to them privately. That's how I manage to convince each one of them. After some time we had group meeting. Then nobody raised any problems. That is how I manage my teammate, although they are not cooperating with me. I believe by restricting to this method, I have no problems. If anyone, regardless of their backgrounds, regardless of their tempers, spending with persons privately really makes sense to me. That is how I was able to manage cooperation, although friends are not in line with my perception. Thank you. Number 3, if you were given a leadership role suddenly, how would you manage building trust with your team? This is a very serious question. I've been looking for these questions for years. I've been executive for 2 terms in different organizations, one in the organization level and one in the students level. We know Abraham Lincoln. He did not learn anything before becoming the the president of the United States. Sorry. What he does, as per the history we have studied, his books. But still, after becoming president of the United States, without any experiences, he was able to abolish slavery in the country. That sets free hundreds and thousands of people. Till today, we have seen the Statue of Liberty in the United States, which has been existed in honor of his great accomplishments to the country, to hundreds and thousands of people around the world. Today, the Americas abolished slaves law. Everyone, black or white, are peacefully staying in the country. My point is, we talk about experiences. We fear risks. We don't want to take risks. We don't care about what can we learn from mistakes. To build trust, we need to encourage one another while performing different tasks. I don't mean there may be teammates who are quite talented in saying, in writing, or in managing tasks, but I don't want a single cooperation. I don't want a single participative in the organization. My point is to build trust between executives among the team. We need teamwork. On this, I would say mistake is okay. We need to entrust, distribute works to all the persons involving as executives. Once we are all acquiring our own respective walks, we will try our best in fulfilling the point where we are needed, and no one should interfere on the other walks. If he or she requires any assistance from the executives, we will help her, we will help him. Other than that, it's our responsibility to take care of our work. Once we are done with our own responsibility, then we can cooperate, respect one another. And trusting only one person, although he is very talented, I don't like that person to be involved too much. We should all distribute. If 5 executives are there, we need to distribute in terms of percentage. That means 5 by 5, 1 each, 1 task each. If there are 7 executives, divided by 5, 1.2. 1.2 works to be distributed among the executives. When these works distributions are done, maybe it is hard to manage for 1 month, but in the long run, we will accomplish extraordinary things which has not been available in the organization. With this, I'll end my answering interview questions. Thank you.